Okay, so let's start us off. Why do you want to be the SGA president?
Well, I want to be the SGA president because I want to sort of reach the entire student body and fix the things that I believe need to be fixed.
Speaking of that, what are the 3 specific things you want to accomplish as the SGA president?
Great, so I have 3 kind of like main pillars of my campaign. One of them is weekends at Hill. Next year, most especially with the Fridays opening up, we have to, I think, put a greater emphasis on weekends and weekend planning and activities and fun here. Secondly, I want to focus on day students because I think they represent a large portion of our student body, and we have to fix sort of their facilities and the way that they interact with the boarding population of the school. And thirdly is sort of transparency between the SGA and the administration, and making sure that everyone feels involved with decisions that we as SGA make.
And is there any one thing that you would like to change about the SGA?
I think for me, one big thing, if I was elected SGA president, would be I'd like to create sort of task forces to accomplish things and get things done. Because I think the SGA has a lot on their plate. The president, the vice president, they have a lot of other responsibilities other than passing proposals. So I believe like the best way to accomplish that and the best way to get more students involved is to create like smaller committees and smaller task force to focus on specific things and to get them done.
And what made you want to prioritize being the SGA president over other leadership positions?
For me, I sort of dipped my feet in the SGA as a sophomore, as a senator, and then I spent my sort of 5th form year reflecting on how that experience was and how the SGA affects me as a student, both on and off the SGA. And I think that the way that I can impact the school the most is to serve as the president, and I think I'm the person to do that.
And speaking of that, what makes you qualify to be the SGA president?
Well, I've served a lot of different leadership roles at Hill. I've served as a prefect and on different committees, including the Inclusion Council and Pottstown Cares. And I've already served on the SGA, and I know what it's like to be an insider and both an outsider. And I think that gives me a very unique perspective on how to better fix the SGA most effectively.
And in your opinion, what is the relationship between the SGA and the student body, and how are you planning on utilizing it?
I think now the SGA is sort of just a committee that kind of has the power to make decisions, but often does not because they have, I think, too many responsibilities at times. I think the role of the SGA should be, basically, they're the bridge between the students and the administration. I'm sure most candidates are going to say that, but it's how you bridge. I think it's how you communicate with the student body. It's how you communicate with the administration, and I think you have to go into it as the president and as the entire SGA as we're going to get things done, and you have to have that attitude so that things actually do get done.
How will you approach working with the administration?
I think I have a good relationship with lots of faculty already, and I think I'm pretty confident in my skills with talking with adults and interacting with both students and adults at the same time. And I'm sort of not afraid to step down or say what I think, most especially if that's what the students are passionate about. If a student has something that they want to change and the faculty isn't listening or the administration is not listening, I think I'm the person to say, hey, like, at a certain point you can't you have to be respectful at all times, but if the students want something, you have to, as the president, your job is to make sure that happens. So you should go through all means possible to do that.